It's time for the Wario Land Shake It review for the Wii. Now, the only Wario Land game I played in the past was Wario Land 2 for the Game Boy Color, which only lasted about 10 seconds, meaning that I got bored with it really fast. Although I did start in the middle of the game, and I didn't know the controls very well, and I didn't know the objective, and blah 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 blah. But enough about that. The story starts out with a mysterious girl sneaking around what looks like a museum. The scene then quickly changes to a pirate ship where you find out this behemoth of a pirate has a coin bag, and with every shake, a limitless amount of coins come out. You also find out that a girl, who is also a queen, don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything, has been kidnapped. Look at how huge his hands are. They're bigger than she is. He must have eaten all his veggies. The camera then pans to an elf-like creature who escapes the pirates. The scene then jumps back to the mysterious girl in the museum who steals a huge globe. The scene then jumps to Wario sleeping in his car. Okay, I have never understood why cartoon characters have that snot bubble when they are shown sleeping. Are we humans that stupid to not figure out he's asleep? And above all, it looks nasty. Anyway, he's awoken by a voice which shows him a huge package. Wario opens it to reveal the globe. Just then, a telescope and the elf-like creature pop out of it. He tells Wario that his home was invaded by the Shake King, and all of his friends and the Queen have been captured. He then tells Wario of the endless coin bag, and only then does Wario become interested. So Wario agrees to help and enters the telescope and travels to the Shake Dimension. Here, you meet up with the girl who stole the globe. She is Captain Syrup, and her pirate ship acts as the tutorial for this game. After you complete it, you learn that there are 5 different continents that you have to save in order for you to reach the Shake King, so off you go. Wario Land Shake It is a 2D platformer similar to the 2D Mario games. In each level, your main objective is to find each captured elf-like creature, which is called a Merfolk, and bring it back to the beginning of the level. As you go through, you will come across the easiest of easy enemies to fight. And when I say easy, I really do mean easy, as in they cannot hurt you. Now, some of them can damage you, but most of them can't. So all you have to do is jump on them, or ram them, or pick them up and shake them, or throw them, or just completely ignore them. In each level, there are numerous amounts of coin bags which you can pick up and shake to obtain the coins. The more coins you have, the more items you can purchase at Captain Syrup's ship, like more heart vessels or new maps of the different continents. When you find the Merfolk you're looking for, he will guide you back to the beginning of the level. As you head back, you have a time limit, and if you don't make it back in time, you'll have to restart from your last checkpoint. Now, each continent has 4 different levels, with the 5th one being the boss battle. In the beginning, the levels will only take you about 2 to 3 minutes to complete. They really are that short. They will later become longer, but it only took me about 4 to 6 hours to complete the game. Now, I'm not sure about the other Wario Land games, but in Shake It, there is a lot of replayability. Even though each level will only take you about 2 to 8 minutes to complete, there is a good number of side quests. From fighting all 3 special treasures in each level, to obtaining a certain amount of coins, the amount of replayability really makes up for the shortness of the main game. If you complete all the side quests in a level, you will be awarded with music tracks. The levels in this game are designed to make you replay them, because there are alternate paths you can take. But most of them are designed so that if you don't do a certain thing in that particular spot in the level, you won't be able to go on that alternate path, therefore making you replay the level until you get it right. That is, if you care about the side quests, which I do. The graphics are awesome, everything is rich and colorful, and it's not just the graphics, but the animation style is very unique. I'm not too sure how to explain it, but I guess the best way is, it's like you're watching a cartoon, but you can alter the characters as you're watching. Sorry if that sounds confusing. Now, I know a lot of games have that cartoony animation look to it, but this game is different. Maybe this is because it's hand-drawn? I really don't know how to explain it very well, so I guess the best way for you to understand it is just to play it. The only other game where I've seen this style of animation was Tiny Toon Adventures: The Great Beanstalk. The controls are great. You hold the Wiimote horizontally and move with the directional pad. To pick up an item, just walk right over to it, and then you can shake it by shaking the Wiimote. You can also punch down on the ground to send a shockwave by quickly jerking the Wiimote up and down. Punching the ground is a great way to stun your enemies and also open up new pathways in the level. I looked up the GameSpot review for this game, and they gave it the demerit of broken controls. I have no idea what they're talking about. I thought they worked great. I guess the only problem I would have was that the motion controls would at times not respond correctly, but seriously, this would rarely happen. The boss fights were fun, but just a little too easy in the beginning, but they do become harder in the later levels. Wario Land Shake It is a great game. Beautiful graphics, very cool and unique style of animation, tons of side quests, and just plain fun. The only downsides that I found were that 1, the game is pretty short, but the amount of side quests pretty much makes up for it. And 2, the price tag. The most I would pay for this game is $30. I've seen multiple prices for it ranging from $37 to $50, which in my opinion is just too high. But overall, it's still really fun to play, and I would recommend it to anyone who just enjoys a good 2D platformer. This game gets a 4 out of 5 with the title of Awesome.
Wario!